It's the NFL on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' rocket arm quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And this will be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Nagar's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 99 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Nice move on the play, and he will be brought down shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second and 4. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that corner route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the draw, here's Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on first down. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. They give it to Williams, running right. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 30 inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. And that runs up 4. Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Below Nichols. It'll go Broncos a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us. So, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play in the first half. If you see it, they'll get it.
And support by the guard is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's a 2nd and 7. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. We get another look now at this Broncos offense, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 5. Out quickly to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Nagar's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end? And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point behind the guard is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Jacobs on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the option, here's Williams. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done. Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall. So for the Broncos, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home